Good day and welcome to this edition of Newsbeat. I'm Emma Anderson. The start of the new school year is underway, not only here on campus, but in the Hannibal community. Alex Shipley shows us how private schools in the area are taking precautions to keep students safe in the classroom this year. Here's that story.
Kids at St. John's are back in school.
I just think it's important to get the kids back into that classroom and back into a schedule and a routine.
And St. John's parent Bobby Jo Tucker says her children couldn't be more excited.
First day of school pictures they were smiling huge, excited to go back. And I'm thankful for the preparation that the school did to make it safe for everyone.
To return safely, St. John's has implemented new policies to protect everyone, including masks worn by the staff and temperature checks before entering the building. Social distancing and frequent hand washing will be encouraged. And St. John's was not alone in their decision to reopen. Holy Family Catholic School in Hannibal says it was important for them to get students back into the classroom.
We know that face-to-face instruction is one of the most essential components to learning for our kids. You know, we are just like one big family here, and we know the importance of making us open and aware so that they can join us and get the most out of learning, because learning is not just paper and pencil learning. It's all the different components that go into the school day.
Holy Family will also implement safety procedures, including temperature checks, symptom screenings, and masks worn by staff and students in required locations. In Hannibal, I'm Alex Shipley, reporting for Newsbeat.
Hannibal Public Schools recently announced a delayed start to the school year. Those students will begin classes on September 8th. While new freshmen are moved in and returning students are also back on campus here at HOGU. It's a semester that looks different than most. Here's more on that story.
All right, guys, ready?
Hannibal LaGrange University has its fair share of back-to-school traditions. From Trojan Army to the Walk of Honor to singing the alma mater. But this year, the start of a new semester looked different than any other. However, for HOGU parent Julie Brown, such changes did not make move-in day for her son any less special.
The day has been really exciting. I'm just so very thankful with everything that's going on that we're actually here.
Amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, schools around the world are trying to adapt to a new normal. HOGU's faculty, staff, students, and parents got a taste of that new normal during HOGU's move-in day for incoming freshmen.
It's different. It's definitely different, and it is stressful, but we're excited. We think that our policies and procedures are going to work, and we're excited to have all the students and the student athletes back.
Arrival on campus includes a symptom screening and temperature check. Staggered move-in times also prevents overcrowding.
I've enjoyed today a lot, how it's set up differently. I can have more conversations with the parents and truly get to know the people moving on to my hall instead of just being swamped by everybody moving on.
As classes begin, numerous regulations have been put in place to protect students. Regulations include mask requirements, social distancing guidelines in classrooms, and an increase in campus-wide sanitizing stations. The university also has a plan in place for students to quarantine if needed. Even without such sudden changes in the world, the start of a new school year always produces a range of emotions. For HOGU, there's excitement for what's to come. Despite the uncertainty of 2020, students and parents are finding encouragement in the efforts being made to move forward.
Everybody has his best interest at heart, and they're going to watch out for him. But again, my faith is in the Lord.
In Hannibal, reporting for Newsbeat, I'm Emma Anderson. Well, the new academic year also means some new hires at Hannibal LaGrange University. In the education department, HOGU welcomes a new face to their teaching staff. Lynn Wilkinson was hired on as a new instructor of education. Wilkinson earned a Bachelor of Science degree in education from HOGU. She received her master's in education from the University of Missouri-Columbia. Wilkinson says she hopes to leave a positive impact on the students she encounters.
I want my students to be very well prepared for their careers when they go out in the education field. And two, I would like to see them grow in Christ while they're here, because we need Christian teachers to be in that field.
Wilkinson has taught in several Missouri schools where she developed strong backgrounds in early childhood education and second grade curriculum. HOGU also welcomes Tim Finley as a new instructor of business. Finley is a certified public accountant with 25 years of experience in business management and executive leadership. He earned his MBA from Quincy University. He also earned a Bachelor of Science degree in agricultural economics from the University of Illinois. Finley says he's excited to see how God will use him in the classroom this semester.
Well, I'm very excited to be here at HLG as an opportunity to really interact with the students and talk about not only the technical material in class, but also talk about how faith and belief in God and biblical principles can intersect in the way we do business, and also it really help us, guide us, make better decisions in our personal lives as well.
Findlay also has experience and skills in the areas of strategic planning and prioritization, business integration, and mergers and acquisitions. The HLGU Music Department also welcomes a new faculty member for this fall semester. Alyssa Pine will be teaching theory and piano and will serve as an accompanist for the university. Pine received 2 master's degrees from her time in New York. Pine says she loves using her gifts to bring God more glory.
I'm really excited to see how HLG lives out its purpose to help students find their God-given callings and use their knowledge for service. I think it's so exciting to help students figure out how God has wired them.
Pine comes to HLGU with teaching experience as a graduate assistant. We will introduce you to more new faculty and staff members in our next edition. Moving now to sports. The start of a new semester means fall sports are gearing up for competition. HLGU soccer, cross country, golf, and volleyball teams are proceeding with practices under COVID-19 precautions. Head athletic trainer Josh Miley says HLGU has prepared extensively for students' return to team activity.
We've also increased cleaning and sanitation significantly. Anytime an athlete in the athletic training room touches any piece of equipment, it's immediately sanitized before another athlete can use it. We are also limiting the number of students in the Mabee Sports Complex. The weight rooms, the cardio room, all have limitations on them.
Before team activities, every athlete is screened for symptoms and has their temperature checked. Athletes who screen positive for any symptoms meet with an athletic trainer and a physician if needed before returning to play. HLGU has a partnership with doctors in Hannibal for such cases in which testing is needed. Scanning thermometers will soon replace handheld thermometers, which will expedite temperature screenings. That's all for this edition of Newsbeat. Until next time, I'm Emma Anderson.